So now that we've taken a look at our XML file, we haven't necessarily edited the file at all in the file editor, but we can take a look at doing that later. We're going to need to upload it back to the server. There are several ways to do that. The best way that I know to do that for this sort of an application is to use a file transfer protocol program. It's called FTP, File Transfer Protocol. And the one that I like is called FileZilla. So you can go to filezilla-project.org and you'll see that you have the opportunity to download this free FTP software. So you'll want to download the client rather than the server, and you can go ahead and install that on your computer. Once you've installed that on your computer, go ahead and open it up and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so I've opened up FileZilla, and you'll usually have something checking for updates. You can install the new version if you want. I just usually close it. So I'll hit close, and let's talk about the interface for FileZilla. So anytime that you need to contact a server using FTP, there are a few things that you'll need. You'll need a host, meaning the actual website that you're connecting to. You'll need your username, you'll need a password, and you will need to find the port. And the port is either going to be 21 for a regular file transfer protocol or 22 for secure file transfer protocol. In our case, everyone is going to be connecting to the same host. And the host is going to be, in this case, ftp.wmstli.org, because that's our website, and our website is actually wmstli.org. But you might reach it through HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, when you go to a web server. If you're using FTP, File Transfer Protocol, you're going to go to something called FTP for File Transfer Protocol. Your username is going to be the username that you've been assigned. In this case, I'm just going to choose student01. It's just a dummy student that I created at wmstli.org. So the username is actually the email address associated with the account. And the password is a password that I will assign. And I'll just type it in here. And now we'll choose the port, and the port is 21. You don't have to put in the port, but I'll put in 21. And we'll hit Quick Connect. And you'll see that it's trying to resolve the address, it's connecting, it's finding the directory, and now we have on the left-hand side our local site, and on the right-hand side our remote site. So this is everything that we've got on our local server, on our local computer, and here's everything that we have on the remote site. And it will open up directly to the folder with our the web files that we need. And you'll notice here's that Tor XML file that we downloaded. So right here we've got our Tor XML file that we downloaded locally, and here's the Tor XML file, the old Tor XML file. What I like to do is I first like to rename the old Tor XML file. So let me do that, and I'm going to call it Tor XML, and I will right-click on it, and I have all these options. One of them is rename, and I'll say rename, and I'll call it Tor old and .xml, right? And now it's Tor old.xml, and I've also got this Tor HTML, this Tor.js. These are all necessary files for resolving the website. And here I've got this Tor.xml. I select that from the left-hand side, and I can either double-click it, which will move it over to the right-hand side to the remote site, or I can just click and drag. So if I click and drag, you'll notice I get this plus sign, and I will move it over. And that's it. It should have then updated my website, and let's take a quick look at it. All right, so I'm back in the website. You'll notice wmstli.org/Russian100 student01 tour.html. And now if I go to Red Square, Moscow, from St. Petersburg, there's Moscow, and there's that GUM State Universal Store. So that is basically how you do it, and you can put in any tags that you want. Try it out.